Hello, I'm Malcolm Cox. In the Four Rivers region of the London International Church of Christ, we're preaching through the Gospel of Matthew, and we've come up to Matthew chapter 9, verses 1 and 2, the faith of the young. It reads, Jesus stepped into a boat, crossed over, and came to his own town. Some men brought to him a paralyzed man lying on a mat. When Jesus saw their faith, he said to the man, "Take heart, son, your sins are forgiven." The young are capable of many good things. They can rise above the stereotypes. Not all teenagers are dope-smoking, promiscuous, and lazy. The so-called entitled generation are capable of generosity and compassion. Young people are just as likely to be glued to caring about others as to a video game. Jesus calls this man son. We do not know how old he was, but he was clearly young. I imagine that he was a teenager, and he had his teenage friends around him. They gathered around him, and they decided to carry him to Jesus on his bed. In that culture, your mat was your bed. He is paralyzed by illness, but his companions are energized by love for their friend. As a result, the youngster receives much more than he expected. Perhaps he hoped for healing, and more on that in a future post, but instead Jesus focuses on the deeper need that he has: forgiveness. What can Jesus do with a few young men and women of faith and compassion? So many heroes of faith were young. David, the Apostle John, Joseph, to mention just three. Do you think you are too young to see a miracle? Is there a young person that you can inspire to dream big for God? God does not need an old faith to do marvelous deeds. He needs only a fresh faith, just like these young men showed in Capernaum all those years ago. Well, I hope this has been an encouragement to you. Next time we'll go on to look at a bit more of this passage. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day, and God bless.